Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, taking it back. This should be a space that you're looking at regardless. We've talked about it before, but it's been a little while. What is that? It's the second largest city just outside of Denver, and that is Aurora, Colorado.
All right, let's check it out, guys. What's up, guys? I'm Eli Schmidt. This is my partner, Will Grimes. And if it's your first time checking out our channel, welcome. And while you're here, you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget that notification bell. That way, every Tuesday and Thursday when we drop a new one of these, you're getting notified and you don't miss a single one.
100%. And we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. But with that being said, Aurora, Colorado, I think I messed that up on the intro, but Aurora, Colorado, let's talk about it. It's huge, first and foremost. If you were to put Aurora onto the west side of I-25, it covers about 11 different cities, right? So it's huge. There's a lot of misnomers about it. There's a lot of confusion about it. And your northwest isn't even on the same planet as like your southeast, right? So let's dive into that. Let's start with closest to Denver. Let's go northwest. That's going to be what you would call North Aurora, Old Aurora, and that's the original Aurora. I mean, I'm just plain and simple, it's the original Aurora. And we're looking at, like, let's take I-225 and Colfax. I-225 and 6th Avenue, I-225 and Montview, like those areas. And as you trickle down west over toward Peoria, Havana, that's like your North Aurora, and that's where you've got a lot of redevelopment, right? Which is super exciting for Aurora. So you've got Anschutz campus there, which means you've got Anschutz campus is like a huge medical campus. You've got the new VA hospital there. Yep. You've got University Hospital. Yep. And you've got Children's Hospital all right there, right? So you guys can imagine just the economics and the infrastructure that is what I would call the ripple effect around all of that. Then just as far as like the new development that's going up, whether it's townhomes, condos, shopping centers, a lot is happening over there. So if you're a young professional and you're in the medical field or whatever it may be, just realize there's a lot of growth and a lot of change coming in that area.
Yeah, the other benefit to being up there is you're so close to the highways. So even if you're working in that North Aurora area, it doesn't necessarily mean you're living in that North Aurora area. A lot of people choose to, but with it being so close to I-70, it is very easy to get east and west. And also worth noting that Aurora is one of the oldest cities in Colorado. Correct. And like Will said, that's why I called it Old Aurora, because everything kind of started up there. So as far as housing goes, you will see some more older homes. However, when it comes to multifamily, due to the new medical facilities and everything that's getting revamped up there, you're seeing a lot more brand new construction when it comes to townhomes, condos, and apartments.
100%. And one area that we're not talking about too much because it's still a little underdeveloped, but within 10 minutes of Old Aurora that we're speaking about, that's East Aurora. That's I-70 East to right around that gun club area, and just east of that out toward DIA and the Gaylord Resort. You have a ton of brand new build out there. You've got attached homes, detached single family, townhomes, condos, and bang for buck and price point. What you guys are getting out there is amazing, and it's still within 10 minutes of just getting to what we would call North or Old Town Aurora, right? So a lot that's coming there. And if you guys venture out, man, let's say we start heading directly south. If you guys start heading toward, let's call it Chambers and Iliff, right? Okay. Like that's really like where you're starting to get into like that central Aurora, maybe still a little bit more on the north side, but one of your big pinnacle pieces is just south of that, which is going to be Seven Hills. Yes. And that's where you've got the movie theater, you've got Sonic, you've got a Whole Foods or a Sprouts that's there. Not a ton of new stuff going on, but that's your traditional suburbia. It's been there for a long time. That's the start of where you start venturing into Cherry Creek schools. You're not too far from Cherry Creek Reservoir, so we'll be showing that on the topographical map as well. That's probably your least changing, most central side of Aurora, but a great Cherry Creek schools, like I spoke about. You've got a great suburban area. You've got some inventory that's starting to pop over there. So like first-time home buyers or folks that still want to be a little bit more central and having maybe a bigger lot or a slightly bigger home than North Aurora, but not too far away from like being in Denver, could be a great spot.
Central Aurora is going to be a lot more of your Shore like standard single-family homes, even more so than North Aurora. North Aurora single-family homes almost kind of feel like they do in some of the older parts of Denver. Again, with
like
it just
the old
being
school
an older
ranch. It's like your single-story ranches. Some of them have a basement, some of them don't.
Yep, some don't.
Seven Hills, Central Aurora, you're starting to get into like upstairs, tri-level homes, all that good stuff.
100%. A lot of those are going to be built in the 1980s and 1990s.
Remember that house? Remember that basement where those guys filmed that? Like,
pretty much.
It's those houses. If you love those houses, there's great space, competitive price points. Who doesn't remember Wayne's World, right? Like, it's those houses, guys.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly that. So to give you an idea as far as price point, if we're looking up in North Aurora, average price point single family homes is going to be anywhere from the 4s to mid 4s. Add about 100 grand to that as you come down south into Central Aurora, right around 500, 525. And then as we go south, it's going to go up even a little bit more.
Correct, but before we go south, something that you want to keep in mind as far as like that central area, some of those homes are old enough to where they've actually been remodeled before. So you've got folks that have come in, purchased that as like an investment property, done a complete remodel to that home. So it's still like a competitive price point. It's not outpriced in the neighborhood, but you've got almost a brand new home inside, right? Brand new windows, islands. Maybe they've knocked some walls down. You've got some open concept in there. So you can find that type of design in Central Aurora. You can also find that in North Aurora, Old Aurora as well. So something to think about if you think you can't find that style in those areas, you definitely can, right?
Now,
But
one other point to living in either Central or North Aurora that is worth noting, because a lot of areas in Colorado don't have this, is that you do have access to the light rail.
Yes.
Mass transit. So there is a stop that comes out there right around Peoria, actually, right?
9 Mile.
Yeah, 9 Mile.
Pretty sure it's like 9 miles out.
Yeah, is it? Hey, might be.
Police work, people call that a clue.
There we
9
go.
Mile.
We'll take that. Now,
Parker's got one. It's called 20 Mile.
yeah, but no light rail stop. But it is 20 mile. It is 20 mile, but no light rail stop in Parker. That is one of the benefits to being in Central or North Aurora that you're not going to have on the south side.
Correct. And as we get more south, it's actually more like southeast. We call it, South Aurora, Southeast Aurora, but you're going to be looking at taking Smoky Hill Road all the way southeast as you get toward, Liverpool, E470, Aurora Parkway. So heart of Southeast Aurora is going to be Southlands Mall. Talked about it before. It's an outdoor mall. It's phenomenal. You've got concerts in the spring and summer every Thursday. You've got ice skating in the winter. You've got different stuff for every season. You've got trick-or-treating there. And that's in the heart of like your Towns Reach community, which is a neighborhood. You've got Blackstone community, which is a full-on country club. They have a restaurant. They have events every week. They've got the golf course out there. It is a full-on country club. You got the spa. You got the tennis courts. Anything you can think of it as a full-fledged country club. And then you've got South Shore out there, which is like your lake house community. It's right on Aurora Reservoir. And you've got Beacon Point kind of mixed in with that, but amazing homes. And some of those neighborhoods are like in the top 5 in Colorado voted upon, right? You've got Cherry Creek schools as well. What we love about that area is not only is it noon, you've got big lots and big homes, you've got great school districts, you've got great shopping out there, but you're also by Smoky Hill Road, 470. So your ability to commute south toward Castle Rock or the Springs, or north toward northern parts of Denver, or out and around to Boulder. Guys, there's a reason why we were living there for so long. It's because of that commute and your ability to be anywhere you need within a matter of 35 minutes to an hour. In an hour and 5 minutes, I was getting to Nederland, which is behind Boulder, because of 470 and the commute, right? So if you're looking at great internet, great school districts, great homes, still you've got some great solid lots, amazing lake houses, community centers, but still being able to commute, man, this is one that you don't want to pass up, that you don't want to be looking. Price point's going to be obviously a little bit higher as far as you go from north to middle to southeast.
700 starting about.
Correct.
Yeah, and the other thing I love about these neighborhoods is that this is where you get a real good sense of community within these individual neighborhoods. So you have some really notable, Will just rattled off a whole list of them, but each one of these communities are going to have their own clubhouses, their own pools, and all of that stuff is really good, especially if you're outside or moving to Colorado, because it's such a great way to connect with your neighbors. And I know a lot of people that are moving here, they are looking for kind of that master plan community feel, which Central Aurora and North Aurora don't quite have.
Correct, and you've got your own feel out there. They did a great job. So, for example, Towns Reach does not look like Blackstone. Blackstone does not look like Towns Reach or South Shore. And then however you want to mix it up, Towns Reach kind of feels like you're in the mountains. They did great with rolling hills and huge pine trees, and the clubhouse there gives a great feel of that. The type of home that got built there also kind of feels like that modern mountain home. And then you've got Blackstone, and that's like proper country club, right? Like you've got some great brick homes that are over there. You've got some great modern design, but it's got a great look and feel, and it matches the environment for what it's in. And then you've got South Shore, which is very certain windows look like. You know, like a lake house with some of the windows are circle, and really cool. Some of the siding on some of the homes
very distinct.
are very reminiscent. And then the way that they've designed that community, they've actually got 2 lake houses / community centers out there for each side of that neighborhood. Both ginormous, both a lot of fun. So as far as like going out there and playing pickleball, or your kids having some fun with friends during the summer, it's hard to beat. But what I love is proximity of all 3 of those major neighborhoods where they're at, where they rest around South Shore. They're all super close. So if you're not living at one, but you got friends at the other, it's not hard to commute and find those. But again, your shopping is right there. You've got like an organic King Soopers that's out there. You've got a Sprouts that's down the road. That's not too far. So man, you got all these feels from these neighborhoods, but you're within 10 minutes of anything that you need.
True. And guys, the reason we wanted to make this video for you is to really lay out the distinct differences between each different parts of Aurora.
Right.
Aurora is such a huge city. People have no idea how big it is, and they really think it's all the same when it is very 3 different distinct areas. And it was important for us to kind of do this breakdown for you so you really get a feel for what's going to work best for you and your family.
Correct. And the other reason we made this video is because it gives us an opportunity to remind you that yes, we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping back up below, we are the guys who answer those phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, sun up to sundown, as you can see, we are here, we're motivated, we're excited to help you guys with any needs. So with that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and we will see you guys very soon.
All right. See you guys.
See you guys.
Aurora, intro.
Colorado. Colorado!
There we go.
Aurora!
There we go.